Hello there, Leo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your full moon in Taurus reading for November 2019. I hope you guys have been doing really great. I know that it's been a lot of intense energy for y'all. We've got that Scorpio Mercury retrograde growing right now, so this is going to get into the energy of the full moon that's coming up for you on November 12th, and that moon will be full at exactly 8:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So first, a few quick notes before we get started. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Leo out there. If the messages do resonate with you, those are meant for you, and if they don't resonate with you, kick them on out to another Leo. This will mostly correspond with Leo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Leo cross-watchers are welcome to join us too. So if you have not yet done so, I do invite you to hit that subscribe button and join the Dragon family, and also please do give it that dragon claw up and let me know that you enjoyed this content. All information about personal readings is in the description box. Card decks that I use, everything is down there. And for all of you who have been waiting on a personal reading, I know that I've been having so much come up with like health and things like that. Thank you so much for your patience. I will be working on getting those personal readings done this week. This in the autumn, it's a leaf blower season here, and so they're constantly blowing those leaves, and it kicks all that stuff up in the air, and it makes me feel pretty sick, to be honest. So I always wait for times when I'm more clear and, things are more, present, because I'm really very dedicated to giving you the clearest channel, the clearest messages that I can when I do readings for you guys. All right, so Leo, let's talk just a little bit about your astrology, but we're going to jump into the cards pretty quickly here. Right now, this is a lot of, Leo, you're kind of in a rock and hard place right now, because we've got Sun moving through Scorpio, Mercury in that Scorpio retrograde squaring your sun sign. Then this full moon's coming up in Taurus, also squares your sun sign. So what that means is it's a 90-degree angle, and it puts like literally a square aspect onto your sun sign, which is challenging. It creates more friction. It creates a feeling of things are kind of tough. The good thing about squares, though, Leo, I will tell you, is that they really spur us into action. They really get us moving. In my personal natal chart, I have 9 squares, and I'm a Capricorn, so I'm always working. I tell you, those squares will keep the fire lit under your tail, under my dragon tail in my case, or my goat tail. So yeah, absolutely. This is a time of great motivation for you. The things that are going to be the most highlighted respectively for you on the universal chart are going to be your career house, the 10th house. That's where the moon will be. And on the opposite side, where the Sun and Mercury retrograde are, is in that house of the home. So Leo, you're really doing a lot of balancing work between the career, the higher public image, your personal ambitions and goals and motivations. This is big stuff. That moon sign is really going to be lighting up a lot of those, inner desires, the inner ambitions, the, mountain you got to climb, or where you really want to get. What's your higher career? What's your higher goal when it comes to your life purpose, which is very beautiful. But it's pulling on that opposite end of, Cancer, that Cancer house, which is the opposite energy. It's like that Scorpio is going through there, and it's like you got to think about the balance between career and home, family life and business life. So those are the things really coming up for you. Also want to mention, of course, that Mercury retrograde does end on November 20th. So any kind of big decisions, if you can put those off till after the 20th, that's always better. If you can't, you can't. It's just life. But whenever you've got the possibility to put off big decisions or initiating new projects until the retrograde's over, it's always better aspected. So let's go ahead and start with your cards, Leo. We're going to do a past, present, future 3 lineup across the board with some oracle cards and some tarot, and get a better idea of what's coming to you through this full moon energy. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with us as we do this reading for the full moon in Taurus for Leo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. Please protect their energy as well as mine, and bring through clear, accurate messages for them, as well as abundance and clarity. Thank you so much. Ooh, Leo, so your own energy is coming up. Here is that immediate energy that we've just experienced. You know, last month was the full moon in Aries, a fellow fire sign. So this really would have revealed some things to you about your own inner nature, about places where you have to take action. And so here you go. This is the lesson that's being integrated. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo energy, as this is the last cycle. This is in your immediate past. So that's what you're integrating. Aries can also be a sign that has a lot, you know, of ego awareness, pride awareness. All fire signs kind of have that energy. So this is just saying, don't let negative ego, don't let negative pride, you know, keep you from going forward or enjoying what's in your life right now. Coming up in the present energy. So this full moon in Taurus, this is a very healing time for you. Make sure that you take some time out, Leo. Let yourself reflect, rest. Full moons can be very emotionally intense, so it's time to kind of let your heart heal. And then going into the immediate future after that, which is usually about a 30-day vibration between, you know, moon sign to moon sign. So you know, or full moon to full moon, as I should say. So this is the cardinal moon energy. Be bold and make the first move. So you're going to be going through a time of healing, a time of transition. But I think that once you come through it, and then we get into next month, which will be that Sagittarius moon, which is very fiery and positive for you, you'll definitely feel that energy rising again, Leo. So a little bit of a break in the action, a little bit of time to just meditate, relax, take a nice hot bath, you know, just be really good to yourself during this Taurus full moon. So let's pull some more cards. Oh, very beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, so Leo, look at this. Over top of the pride, and don't let pride get in the way, is the waning gibbous. So this is things that you're letting go of, and here comes self-reflection on top of that. So really, you know, letting go of pride or any kind of ego blocks. This comes as a result of your ability to just really face yourself in the metaphorical or real actual mirror, and, you know, look at yourself, take good stock of who you are, and really realize your gifts, your talents, your challenges, things that you feel limited on, and just, you know, take it all in as a whole. So, you know, some beautiful, true, unflinching self-reflection, you know, really helps you to let go of any of those negative ego blocks. And those are things that you really had come up to you, you know, this last full moon last month, and you may still be integrating those lessons. So then, time for healing, we get into the fruition. So, you know, it's like this is a beautiful culmination where it's saying, you know, Leo, something in your heart center, something around your life that's needed to be healed finally is. It's all coming together. It's all looking very, very positive, and the abundance and the prosperity as a result of that is very strong there as well. The harvest moon that this represents is actually the moon sign that we get, the full moon in September. So for some of you Leos, you know, the healing that you're undergoing right now may have a very long-term, beautiful, profound effect that you'll actually start to see an even greater deepening of as we get into next year and going into September of 2020. So it's like you're having it right now, you're having all this epiphany right now, but there could be even more abundance awaiting for you, as, you know, it's like you're planting the seeds right now. The full moon in Taurus is a very earthy, grounding, fertile kind of moon. So it's like any ideas, any energies that you plant during a Taurus full moon are very, very strong and powerful indeed. So be bold and make the first move. And look what comes up over top of that is the Queen of the Moon card, which is sovereignty. This is like one of the most powerful cards in this deck. So to me, you know, it's like the queen or the king, it doesn't matter, feminine or masculine energy. Leo, you have that sign of royalty about you. And so it's like when you're bold, when you step up, when you take action, it's like you're stepping into your power, into your regality, into your sovereignty of your life, and just sort of saying, you know what, I'm awesome, here I am. It's not about ego, it's not about negative pride. You've let that go, and you're stepping into just having a good sense of self-worth and having that strength. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's move Mr. Dragon over here. He's been guarding my tarot right here. So we're going to pull some tarot again, and we're just going to keep going on that past, present, future energy around this full moon in Taurus for you. Beautiful energy here, Leo. So this past that's going away, there's that Four of Swords. Yeah, you had time for self-reflection. You had to kind of take some time out for yourself. That's really, and you may still be a little bit in that energy, you know, as we build up to that full moon in Taurus, but you know, because this is what was coming in with the full moon in Aries before this, you know, the last month. So that's the energy that you had, is that you really had to take a break. You had to really chill. You had to reflect. You had to take some downtime, because it was like, wow, a lot of things were hitting you very, very strongly. So let's pull a clarifier for that Four of Swords. Yeah, and it starts a new cycle over here, Taurus. You know, here comes that Fool card. So it's like, it starts, you know, you taking a break, you reflecting on yourself, really looking at all angles of yourself, whether they were really good, whether they weren't as good, you know, whatever you like about yourself, whatever you don't like about yourself, all that came up to the surface, and now it's time to start over. Now it's time to embrace that more innocent, childlike quality that comes through with that Fool card. So going into the present, here is that Five of Coins. To me, this can sometimes be kind of a sad card, or kind of a frustrated card, because this is that one in the traditional deck where, you know, it's the two people being, you know, locked out of the temple, or at least feeling that way. It's more of the feeling than the actuality. Because it's really would be easy for them to go get back in. But this is sometimes a feeling of you being left out in the cold. You know, this is you feeling like, you know, why aren't things getting better? And this is part of the healing process that's coming up with this full moon in Taurus. A lot of people don't see how sensitive Leos are. You guys have a really, really big heart. Most people just see the boldness and the shine and the grandiose kind of energy of Leo, but they don't understand always that you guys are very open to feeling slighted or rejected or left out. And so any of that feeling of being left out is really coming up to the surface. But I really love that, you know, image in this particular card in this deck of the, you know, Hand of the Divine is kind of coming in and reaching out and saying, you know, Leo, you're really not left out. You're really not as out in the cold as you think. Just come around the corner and the door's open back here. So, you know, that's really what you want to get to, is if you feel left out, Leo, change your focus, change your perspective a little bit, because it may not be what you really think it is. So let's pull a clarifier here for you. Yeah, because this is you feeling very stuck, Leo. You know, Eight of Swords. And yet again, this is sort of a self-imposed being stuck, whether someone actually tied her up or she tied herself up. It's kind of like, you know, if somebody's been putting you in a feeling of frustration, which a lot of this is, because swords are an air energy, so this could be anxiety, frustration, feeling blocked. And so, you know, it's like all she'd have to do is back up against that sword, do a little rub up and down, and that sword would cut right through those restrictions. So, you know, to me, both the Five of Coins and this Eight of Swords come up as saying you could feel stuck, you could feel repressed, but a lot of this is within your power to change it very quickly, Leo. So don't give up. That's, you know, a really important thing to know. So going into this future, going into, you know, the progression of that full moon energy, the Knight of Wands comes up on top of the sovereignty and on top of the bold moving forward. And the Knight of Wands is definitely a bold move forward. This is your own energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So to me, this is a fiery burst of energy moving through. So it's kind of like, it's a really very clear direction. It's like you feel stuck. Anywhere you feel stuck, it's like you're getting past that, and then that Knight of Wands just comes bounding out of the gate, very strong, very fiery. So it's like you're going to be really ready to step into your personal power as we get through, you know, all of this difficult energy. Yeah, because once you move through this Taurus full moon, once we move through all that Scorpio that's been squaring you, Leo, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel amazing. So let's play a clarifier on this Knight of Wands, please. Yeah, because this is all about finding new balance, finding new stability. Two of Coins is very much about balancing things on a material level, sometimes financial, sometimes, you know, like I said, there's that real toss between home and work right now. So I would say that for most Leos, not all, but most, you're going to feel this feeling of like, I've got a balance between home and work, how much time I spend there versus how much time I spend, you know, with the family or with friends. Yeah, so this is very, very strong, Leo. Let's pull a starseed affirmation for you just to wrap up your reading. Oh, Leo, look at that. Surrender is the card that came out for you. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. So yeah, Leo, you know, don't try to control things so much. The universe is on your side, has your back. You can get through these feelings of being stuck that you are in right now. It's not going to last forever. And then I believe that as you get through that, the energy is just going to come up so powerfully. But right now it's just saying, go with the flow. Go with the flow of the divine and listen to the divine that says you're worthy, you're accepted, you don't have to stay stuck. And so when you do that, it's like the doors just open right up. And it's a very, very powerful direction. All right, Leo, have a wonderful full moon, and I will see you guys again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.